A little bit of sad news. My Aunt Patty passed away Friday night. So she was 90 years old, just a real spitfire. So dang funny. And really just kind of full of piss and vinegar. She was going to tell you what she thought whenever. And for a 90-year-old, she was one of the most liberal people I've ever met in my life. Just an ardent
She really knew
Democrat.
her stuff, too.
She was well-read. Her opinions were informed, and she wasn't afraid to put them out there. And
I say that she was brilliant at politics. So she, who she claimed was her favorite politician.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. And
Yeah.
I'm aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah. But she, my grandpa, her dad, lived to be almost 102, and he didn't want to be that old. He didn't want to be around that long. And the last couple of times I talked to Aunt Patty, she brought that up. It was like, I don't want to live as long as Daddy did. And she had been, over the last year, kind of pretty much homebound. She was dealing a lot with dizziness and had some falls. And so she had a stroke last week, and then
When she had the stroke.
I think she had the stroke. I think it was a week ago Friday. It was somewhere around
She didn't
there.
get to see all this stuff, did she?
No, she didn't. So she went into the hospital. They did some kind of a scan or something, and they found out that she had a brain bleed that had been going on, they thought, for like a week or two.
Oh, my.
And I think I'm getting this at least close to right. So then they went in to do surgery on Monday. The surgery was not successful, and she never woke up from the surgery. So they just let her stay in the hospital, and then she passed away at 9:50 on Friday night. So she was a fantastic aunt. Loved all the memories of going camping with her and Uncle Howard and Carrie and Kim and Greg and grandmother and just the whole crew. Our whole family would go on these big trips. And she was, I don't know, man. I felt like she always, of course she was my aunt. She always loved me, but I felt like she always liked me. Like she really cared about me.
Are you kidding me? She had that ability. She sat there and told me. I actually met with her one time in McDonald's to talk politics.
Yes.
And she said I was her favorite politician.
Yeah. And if she told you that, that's the truth.
Yeah. And, well, who knows, right? Because that could go,
Yeah.
change. But she was really good at making you feel special.
Yes. Yeah.
When you talk to her. The Whitings have that ability.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she was great at it, and
she was a Whiting.
She was a Whiting.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
All the quirks and everything of being
She
a
didn't
Whiting.
have the. I think I'm going to make fun of you in a smart ass way that you and your dad and your daughter Molly have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe she did have that. Did she?
She could give shit.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
How much older was she than your dad?
10 years.
10 years.
So my dad would have been 80 now. She was 90. Great life,
Man, she must have
big
really
loving family.
She must have really took care of him a lot.
Yeah.
If you're a 10-year-old girl and you get to have a little baby brother.
Yeah, and then when she was 12, my Uncle Bobby came
Yeah.
along. So she's 12 years old with two little kid brothers.
Yeah.
That had to be hard sometimes. That had to be.
Well, my wife has two little brothers, and she was only like a year and a half, maybe 2 years older than them.
Yeah.
And it became second mom.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah.
You were relied on for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I know that's how it was for my dad with Aunt Patty. And they were so tight. And I feel for my mom because her and my Aunt Patty would talk, 2 to 3 times a week for an hour or two on the phone. They were phone buddies and confidants. And my mom gave maybe one of the biggest compliments. She said, I trusted Patty with a lot of confidential stuff over the years. And she goes, not one time did anything I ever heard tell her get back to me that she had said something or let it go. So I'll miss you, Aunt Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found that out Friday. And then I do have to talk about yesterday. So Jane and I did something this weekend we haven't done in I don't know how long.
It?
we not that. We didn't go out anywhere. Friday night, we stayed home and had leftovers and a big old salad. But then yesterday, oh my God, we decided to have a pasta feast and use this big chunk of Parmigiano that we bought in Rome. And
I remember that.
yes. So she got crazy on the TikToks or maybe the Instagram. I don't know. But looking at how different people make these different pasta dishes. And of course, as she always does, she just kind of made it herself. But she took a bunch of tomatoes that Taylor, our oldest, had given to her, made a tomato sauce out of those, and then turned it into a tomato cream sauce.
With the cheese.
No, with half and half.
Okay.
And then we went and bought pine nuts and fresh basil, and she made her own pesto with mortar and pestle. Just chomped all that stuff up with the garlic and the pine nuts and the basil and the olive oil and the Parmigiano, and made this tomato cream pesto sauce. And then she sauteed some chicken. It was the best pasta
Sounds amazing.
I've ever had, and that's saying something. Based on
Is it better than the Rome airport?
it was better than the Rome airport. I made I had 3 giant bowls
Good
of
for
this
you.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Okay.
So
Do you have a little more compassion for me now?
with all the pasta you eat,
Yeah. I've been married to someone who fixed pasta
yes,
for 35 years. How long have you been? Has it been that long? Anyway,
yeah,
how long have you been married to someone who cooks good pasta?
for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
All right. Get off me.
Oh my God, it was
I'm
good.
fat.
So all I'm saying is maybe for us, staying in is the new going out. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's exciting.
So there's my past week, Paul. But I think what people really want to know is what's going on with you.
Do they? I think they want to know what's going on with Boogie. Is Boogie?
Hey, Boog.
Is Boogie giving us one of those? Oh, I can't tell you why I'm not here. Like he's a CIA agent, or do we know why he was unable to be here?
No, I think he's driving to like 9 different universities.
right.
Yeah, he's got to go to like the University of Seattle and Corpus Christi U and Dominican Republic. I don't know, man. He's all over the place.
When it gets to a point where somebody is that shit, I start to feel sorry for him.
I swear to God, I didn't make that a sound bite against him, but I seem to always be using it.
You do use it again. You know what? And it's crazy. This is like how we started the show, right?
Yeah.
It was just me and you
Yeah.
hanging out in the studios.
And then the texture has it's called Faith in God or something, where he can't be here today.
I guess he was so offended at the opening ceremony of the Olympics that he can't even be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are people offended by it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. What? I watched it and turned it off. It's like,
There was a depiction of what a lot of Christians are saying is the Last Supper painting, and it was some fat people, some people in drag, people in makeup, and they say it was making a mockery of the Last Supper. So there's all kinds of outrage. But then other people are saying no, it was a depiction of the feast of Dionysus or Dionysus. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Which
because their kidneys weren't good.
right? Yes.
Okay.
That's the feast of dialysis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're saying, no, it's the Olympics. This is a Greek thing. And then the guy, I kind of admire this. The guy, the artistic director, is not answering which one it was.
That's awesome.
And what he's saying is, hey, look, this wasn't meant to offend anyone. It was an artistic expression. And I'm very thankful I live in a country that allows me, France,
Nice.
to freely express whatever I want to express and to choose to worship or not worship. I love that I live in a land of freedoms
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
I got to tell you, the Olympics, more and more, I guess maybe because the world's so crazy, love the idea of the Olympics.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love the idea of these, they're all kids in my eyes that just work their butts off and get there.
Oh, man.
And the opportunity they get to have there. and I don't watch a bit of it.
Oh, you don't?
No, but I'm not. Swimming, eh?
Hey, I watched
You know?
stuff yesterday. I'm watching ping pong, table tennis,
Okay.
but I'm watching table tennis and then I'm watching kayaking. And then last night was like swimming and gymnastics, which I watch normally.
We were watching the opening ceremonies, and here comes Lady Gaga, and I don't know what you think about Lady Gaga. I'm a fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I made her like her more because she was in France and she was singing in French, and that was it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And bam, the thing I didn't like about the opening ceremonies, which I got to get over because I had this realization years ago about football, NFL. Everything's a television show.
Right.
I didn't like it that they were doing on the. I wanted to see the guys walk in and have it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But
You
everything-
wanted the tradition.
Yeah, and then they showed actors doing stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to see this. Then I thought, you know what? Everything's a television show. Get over it. The television show is about everyone coming together, highlighting that culture, and that's what it was. That what the opening ceremony is not just for the people there; it's for
Yeah.
everybody. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why they don't just have like maybe in Athens somewhere just a permanent place for the Olympics.
Oh,
It's so expensive, and
yeah, that'd be something.
they claim it. It's good for our economy. No, it always ends up costing whoever it has.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I want to say about the Olympics, I think you can have an argument that LeBron James is the GOAT.
Okay. Yeah, many people do have that
I
argument.
don't want him at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
I want these kids at the Olympics. This
There's-
is just like a
Yeah.
and for him.
The miracle on ice type thing is never going to happen again.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? This is a big deal for some kid who got up early at 3 a.m. and swam the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, and this is going to be like I won NBA championships. Oh, yeah, I was in the Olympics.
I was kind of sad when we changed and allowed professional athletes to be in it.
Yeah.
I really was.
Well, I would be okay if he didn't have to be the guy that carried the thing in. He could have been there,
Yeah.
and someone else could have done it.
Yeah.
And then they have that, and then on the women's, they don't have. I don't even think Angel Reese is in the Olympic team.
No, I don't understand. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are not on the Olympic team, is my understanding.
I mean, Caitlin Clark is the draw. Angel is the lower draw, I guess. God bless her. But they're the most. I know their names
Yeah.
in the league. I know Brittany Griner for a different reason.
yeah.
It's weird. Get the top name in once in the men's, and then the anyway. So
Yeah.
the Olympics is going on,
Yeah, Olympics are happening, so that's fun. But
and you'll watch some of it, I guess.
let me just say, I miss having these guys here.
yeah.
While this is nice and nostalgic, and it's back to me and you, I don't miss, their worthless input, but I just
Yes.
miss them
Yeah.
being here.
They're our buddies. So for me, you're probably wondering. A lot of people have been asking, "What have you been doing, Paul? What's
Yeah.
going on with you?" My mood changed on Sunday.
Wow.
It really did.
Okay.
And I'm still in a deep depression, but it's just a little bit higher.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
good.
as deep.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're still depressed, but
Yeah.
doing a little bit better.
And I really, like I said before, and if you're only a podcast listener, you're not going to hear this because the thing screwed up, and we don't have the very beginning of the show.
Oh, crap.
So I may be repeating myself. It's the enthusiasm. Mm-hmm. The enthusiasm. Okay, let me go back to a couple things.
Sure.
I had a lovely time Thursday night with my buddy.
Oh,
I met a buddy and Chris.
Yeah.
It's nice. It was a nice. I see you all the time. I went to Europe with you, but it was just you and I talking.
You know
It was
what?
Nice.
I
It was nice.
I told Jane, or I think I told Jane, it was just fun. I don't know what it was. Just a nice
It was just you and I
chit-chat.
talking.
Yeah, yeah.
The things that.
Things that were on our minds and hearts.
Yeah, and that you're not going to hear on the podcast.
No.
Unless you subscribe to the KCTK radio app. because I record every conversation I'm ever in,
Oh, wow.
and it's on KCTK.
That's a lot of conversations.
Is it?
I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. I had
Yeah.
my board meeting, and then we met up at the 54 Draft House, which I really liked that
Yeah.
place, our waiter notwithstanding.
Right. He was attentive.
He was too attentive. Yeah. Like, dude, back off just a bit.
Then Friday night, went on a date with my wife.
Oh, go on.
Took her to the Price Chopper.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It sounds. I guess you'll relate with this since you stay in all the time.
Yeah, now I'm a stay-in guy.
We were like, "What should we?" I got paid. Let's have some dinner somewhere. We decided we would just go to the grocery store, get our stuff for the week, and have BLTs.
At home or
At
like,
home, at
okay, you didn't buy them at the deli at
No,
Price Chopper. Okay,
no.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
yeah, it was awesome. And then
Hey, do you put mayonnaise on your BLT? What do you?
I put mayonnaise on my BLT, and I also put cheese, which I guess is
Oh.
like a thing you're not. People say don't do that.
Yeah, I hear people say don't do that, but okay.
But I love them so much. We were driving home last night late. I'll get into where we were, but my wife goes, "You know what? What? I got extra bacon. We're gonna have a BLT again this week."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
BLTs are good.
Yes, they're delicious. And then yesterday was an eventful day. I went and saw Deadpool versus or Loves whatever Wolverine.
Yeah, how was it?
Okay. Superhero movies. I'm glad that Texter's not here because he doesn't like this
No,
talking
he hates
about.
them.
So I am like most Americans. I listen and watch way too much social media. Okay. And the hype on this was absolutely crazy. The cameos and is that what they're called? Cameos when they walk through?
Yeah.
And it was just I'm like, I can't do this. I've had too many superhero movies that were supposed to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, I figured they put it all together for me. This wasn't so it's another movie where superhero goes through different multiverses, right? We've
Oh,
seen that
boy,
before.
yeah.
Okay. See, you just had the same reaction I did, right?
Yeah.
Well, it really wasn't. It was only what has happened in the corporate world is that Disney bought 20th Century Fox. 20th Century Fox made the first Fantastic Four,
Okay.
the original X-Men movies, Daredevil with Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
Blade,
Oh, Blade. Okay.
okay,
They do Elektra too.
Elektra, yes,
Okay.
Elektra. So, what he put it all together. I'm assuming Ryan Reynolds. It was like a nod to those movies.
Oh, okay.
So all the people that were in there that you didn't expect were all from those movies.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I saw.
See what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I saw somebody post on Facebook, and they said, "Went and saw Wolverine, Deadpool today. Although it's not necessary, it might be helpful if you're familiar with the '90s Marvel movies."
Yes.
Like, okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. So that's what that, and it was very much a buddy, almost like a buddy cop type.
So it's kind of Tango and Cash.
Yeah, and that they would fight each other a lot, and you can't kill either one of them. But
Yeah.
so it was unnecessarily gory,
Okay.
but the first Deadpool movie when Ryan looks at the camera and says something, it wears on you a little bit. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of that.
Oh, okay. But did you like it?
I did like it.
Yeah.
I did like
Is it funny?
No.
Really?
I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to say it's a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there was some funny parts. Mm-hmm. But I was sitting next to a guy called the Droosh.
Yes, I'm familiar with him.
And his reaction to everything that was funny wasn't, it just made me think it wasn't funny.
Oh, because he so overreacted to everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
You got drooshed.
I got
drooshed.
drooshed. I got drooshed all over.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so. No.
Yeah.
He just mentioned his wife and big deal. Also, his wife Ryan Reynolds' wife is Blake Lively,
Right.
who supposedly plays a variant of Deadpool girl, Deadpool
Oh.
lady,
Okay.
but she has a mask on the whole time. So I don't think it's her. I think it's just her voice.
Oh, I bet you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why would you have such a beauty on and not show that?
I,
All of it.
I don't know.
Now it got creepy, didn't it?
Yeah, a little creepy. But well, I'm thinking of seeing it today, so I'm glad
Okay,
to
yeah,
hear
you'll
that-
enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last night I went and saw Sarah Sherman performing at the Truman. Delighted to see Molly Whiting there working.
Ah, awesome.
And I bought her a drink because I'm a big shot.
Thank you. As the father, thank
Yeah,
you.
it was water.
Yeah.
And then Sarah is on Saturday Night Live. She's one of the not ready for primetime players. Do they call themselves that anymore?
I don't know. I haven't heard that term in a long
I'm
time.
going to just try to bring it back.
Yeah.
She's very unique. She's very committed to her style of comedy, but it's very cringe, very like she wants you to feel uncomfortable, and it works.
Oh, okay. So you were uncomfortable.
Yeah, and she says,
Sounds like a good time.
and it's funny because she's a young woman, very unique young woman, and she kept saying things like, which I thought was hilarious. If you're not laughing at this, it means you're anti-feminist. So she put a lot of digs at her own generational woke.
Okay. Hey.
And also for a young woman who's Jewish, by the way, and I don't say that like a big deal. She brings it up a lot.
Okay. Gotcha.
A lot.
Yeah.
So much potty humor.
Oh.
Yeah, it makes Chris's trip to the Home Depot look like a non-potty. I don't know. Just a trip to the. You know what I'm trying to say.
I'm not certain, but yeah.
Didn't you shoot yourself at the Home Depot? Isn't that your comedy routine?
Not at the Home Depot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, I do have a comedy routine about that.
Where were you?
Actually, the one in my routine, it just happens in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you going to the Home Depot?
No, I was going to work.
I would like to apologize to the good people at Home Depot. Okay.
Hey, but you know what? Odds are I've shot myself in the. Haven't heard the Margaret mumble in a long time. I just remember.
I'm glad people can't hear it. So I apologize to you too for not
Hey, no worries.
giving a care what your routine is. But anyway, you have a great routine that you do. You talk about natural things. She does too, but it's different.
Okay.
I think yours is more realistic.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
So anyway, that was nice.
You
And,
had a week.
and then we went to a place called the Chartreuse Saloon.
Where is that?
It is on Oak, 16th and Oak, and
Okay.
had a
Oh, I think I've been there.
yeah
They have pool tables and when I was there, like
$15 vodka sodas.
yes,
Yeah, it's nice.
and then you can get nachos. Like
Yes.
when I was there, the only thing you could eat was nachos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of Paul got some nachos there.
Oh, nice.
And then we went to the parlor after.
Oh,
lunch
yeah.
and had ourselves a drink.
Oh, I love parlor.
Yeah. So that was a big night out.
That is a big night out.
And it was with my daughters. It's well, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but it's Megan's birthday tomorrow. And so everything was on Dad. So they had a time of their life.
Oh, I bet they did. Well, what a good dad.
Yeah. So anyway, that was stuff I wanted to bring up, but I want to get back to the big news of the week,
Yeah.
and I want to play a couple things. I got a bunch of stuff to talk about here. Now, like I mentioned, I love Joe Biden, right?
Yes. You were riding with Biden.
And I haven't seen him in a while. The real Biden that I love.
Oh, uh-huh.
And here he is. Here's the guy I like.
Okay, I'm excited to see this.
It's a little video we're going to play. You'll hear it.
When you say you haven't seen him in a while, there's a lot of folks on the right who would agree with you, but I think in a different way because they believe he's either dead or incapacitated and it's some actor taking his place right now.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that's true, but
COVID, he said, just inject a little bleach in your vein. By the way, remember when he was trying to deal with COVID, he said, just inject a little bleach in your veins. He missed it, all went to his hair.
Damn.
Look, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you should have said that.
Yeah,
You should have said that. And
absolutely.
you should have said more of that. Mm-hmm. And I think if he would have, we still would have been in the same thing because he's that old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The thing about that I thought was really telling, so Chris, you know that I was in politics
Right.
and I resigned.
Correct.
And I was treated I don't want to get into it too much, but I was treated unfairly by Democrats.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of compassion for Joe of backstabbing Democrats. Mm-hmm. I want to say this, though. I think in both situations, it was self-serving people who also knew the bigger purpose was they wanted to remove something that would stop the bigger purpose.
I gotcha. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was secondary to them, their own ambition. But you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I hear you.
So all the people who were saying that he should resign or step back, which he ended up doing, they were right, but also they were concerned. They were concerned about our democracy continuing, but also their own job. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, but that's human nature.
Yeah.
And it seems to be more productive than just doing everything a madman wants you to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. And it cracks me up. The hypocrisy on the right of he's too old, he's too old, he's too old, then turns into, well, now wait a minute. All of these people voted for him and now they're just going to push him out. How can they do that? It's an attack on democracy.
Yeah.
Like, you said he was too old. You got what you wanted too. He's out of the race. So there you go.
Now, they were saying that Obama is still running. I've heard this so many times. Obama's still running everything. He orchestrated this. I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I want Obama to do more. He endorsed Harris at the end of the week, like after everybody else
Yeah.
did. It's like, and then they said, well, he has a rule that doesn't. Shut up. Get involved, dude.
Did you hear that
You gotta
conspiracy theory of that Obama pushed him out and he said, okay, I'll go out. Then he endorsed Kamala because Barack really wanted Michelle to run. But with Biden going out and endorsing Kamala, it pulled the carpet out from under the Obamas and they couldn't do that. And that's why it took so long for the Obamas to endorse.
I take Michelle Obama at word. She does not want to be president.
I believe that too.
So now, did Barack want someone else? Who knows?
Yeah.
But, folks, this is what you missed. You goddamn Trump people who said he was incompetent. Joe Biden played this perfectly.
Yes, he did.
And so did Harris. She shut her damn mouth for a month, and he laid it out, and it was his choice.
Yeah.
And he got his delegates behind it. He orchestrated this, I think. I don't know if he orchestrated it, but his timing was there.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Waiting until after the RNC was
and after our
beautiful.
Program. Yep.
Yes, and after our program,
Yeah,
too.
so you can get the media.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. So he will go through some, oh, God, what do I do with my life now? And I can tell you, Joe, nah, we don't need the one camera. It's going to be awesome. 6 months, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're welcome to be on Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul every week.
Ooh.
So you can still say your political views.
Yeah.
And if you do good, well, KCTK Radio could perhaps maybe... There's a time between like 10 o'clock and 10:30 on Saturday nights that maybe we could...
Well, I would say this, too. Normally, Boogie is here to my left, but there's an open chair to my right, Joe.
We'll see how he does. Okay?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's nice. That's nice you say that, though. So the enthusiasm
Oh, man. Yeah.
is incredible, and I love, And my daughter Megan told me this last night. She said that she saw commentary that this is the first time in history where a 60-year-old woman has been referred to as young in the media. But the Republicans come out with this stuff like Biden should resign the presidency. Mm-hmm. But doesn't that make her the president if she runs to the incumbent?
It does. It does. We were talking about this Thursday night. The logic behind it is that if she became president, the logic from the right, if she became president,
Oh, that's right.
then Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, takes over the vice presidential responsibilities. And so when it comes time to certify the election, if Trump says, no, don't certify it, he's got the person that certifies the election in his pocket that could refuse to certify.
Yeah, but it makes it harder for Trump to win if she's the incumbent.
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay, I had someone who's a Trumper show me this video before all this happened
Okay.
and tried to use it as like, can you believe this? What do you see, Chris?
Okay, I see. It's kind of like a stomp team, if you've ever seen those, and they're having fun and they're marching and dancing, and Kamala's kind of having fun and marching and dancing along with them. She's doing a little high step and a kick, and she kind of does a whittle waddle with
There's her
her
husband back
shoulders.
there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They probably shouldn't focus on him too much.
Okay,
Yeah, she's having fun with the kids, marching along.
is that the negative? That's the negative they're going after?
Well,
That's a positive.
they've tried that. They've tried her laugh. How could you vote someone that laughs like her? They've tried the coconut tree thing. They've tried the original Haktua girl. She slept her way to the top.
Yeah.
That now they're trying that. Well, she's just a DEI hire.
To me, it's just that's a positive thing. As
She's
opposed
having
to
fun. As
what's Bill
opposed to-
Maher say? Looks like he's jerking off two ghosts or something.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the way Trump dances. Now the coconut tree got big too. I'm gonna start this over again, Chris.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? I'm gonna drive for life. You think I think the apple's rotten right to the core.
Okay, so this is a remix of Kamala Harris saying, "Did you think you just fell out of a coconut tree?" I guess her grandmother used to say that to her.
Yeah.
To help her have perspective of life.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like a kid was complaining. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? We had to do a lot of stuff to get here. You know, that
Yeah.
type of thing. But this is a remix with Charlie XXX.
Oh. I
And-
prefer Charlie XX myself.
Okay, and they call her. They say it's Brat. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong.
I
Okay.
don't know. Yeah.
And my daughter wanted to explain it to me last night. You know what this Brat is? I guess it's like a young woman empowerment.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of them talking about it, but I don't know what it
And
is.
she goes, "You want me to explain it to you?" I go, "No need. It's fine. I get it. I know that I don't get it.
Yeah.
But how is that bad too?"
I don't think it is. And I've loved, we're only a week in, but everything they've tried to turn into something bad
Yeah.
has either backfired, like they've picked it up, like she's leaning into the coconut tree, or it's just fizzled.
Yeah.
Or it makes them look horribly regressive when they do things like talk about, well, she's just a DEI hire. It makes them look like assholes.
Yes. I mean, it's disgusting. They would say that. So, I do want to say this. Okay, we are. I say me and you because I would say this to Boogie and Texter too. We're just kind of old men.
Sure.
She's going to annoy us at some time. Okay,
Okay.
she's going to,
Okay.
and the country. She's going to annoy the country sometime. She's going to get that going. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's a perspective of someone different who's going to be there. Now, for the last 46 presidents, really, actually 45 and a half, they've been like us.
Yeah. Right. Right.
White men, about our age. Most of them have been about our age, right?
Yeah.
This is so exciting and new. I'm excited about it, but I also don't want to take for granted that, it's going to be different to understand.
Okay.
So I think that we need to know all this stuff. We need to learn about a different perspective, a different way of thinking things. And I'm so excited. I hope we can get it done, Chris. Come on.
I really do too. I'll tell you, the enthusiasm is contagious. Last Sunday night, Jane comes out of the bedroom and like, okay, I just donated.
A
maybe-
Turkish rug, or what you gonna?
No, she donated to Kamala's campaign.
That's nice.
I don't. Maybe she's donated to a lot of presidential campaigns. I don't know, but this is the first I heard. And then I'm like, well,
I donated
crap.
to Joe Biden last year. I got that cup right there.
Oh, nice.
If she follows in the same tradition, be prepared for some emails. Holy moly.
Dude, I have gotten so many texts this week. I'm getting
Yeah.
3 to 5 texts a day asking me to do, and I donated after Jane did.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, she did it first, but I donated, and man, the texts are coming hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Now I do want to say this, and I wish Boogie was here so he could hear me. I have a little bit of understanding where her point of view is, because I'm super close with a black woman. Mm-hmm. She goes by the name of Whitney.
Oh, God.
She
Here we go.
knows. I'm so close with her. Sometimes I don't know where I end and she begins.
Oh, I think we just got creepy again.
No, it's not. It's deeper than that. It's a connection
It's
that you
deeper
don't
than creepy.
that
Wow.
you don't understand.
No, I don't. I do not. That is true.
So I kind of do understand the new strong black woman running our country.
Well,
I understand it a lot more than most people do.
oh God,
You know what I mean?
dear God, no. Well, you know, the right is saying she's not a black woman. I've seen the memes. That, since when does Jamaican and Indian equal black woman? Question mark.
So stupid.
I mean, it just.
So stupid.
Oh God.
I think, like I said before, I don't think that. I really don't know if she'll be a better president than Joe Biden, but she'll be a better campaigner and a better.
Oh
debater.
yeah.
And maybe not even a better campaigner than Joe Biden 8 years ago, but now,
Oh, definitely now.
yes,
And she is an excellent communicator.
yeah,
Obviously very, very bright, despite the fact that she failed the bar the first time. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've heard that on the right side, but that's been brought up a lot.
I do think that we need to temper a little bit, because I really do believe that people did not want a Biden-Trump matchup. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of enthusiasm that's
That it's not that.
not Biden.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
I'll say this.
okay.
I don't see any missteps this first week on her part. Maybe there were, but I haven't seen any.
Now, it'll be interesting to see who she picks for vice president.
Yeah.
There's so many good choices, deep bench at the Democratic Party. But I got some news that I want you to be the one that reads this, because it's gonna disappoint a lot of people. Again, I wish Boogie was here, because he's really gonna be upset by this.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Well,
here's.
I hope he's not listening then.
Chris, you want to go ahead and read that?
Well, like it's too small. I can't see it. You've probably never heard that before. Joe Manchin says he wouldn't serve as Harris's VP. God
So
dang.
I don't know how a nation continues
Yeah, this is tough.
for a guy who would never ever be considered. You know who's higher on the list?
Then
Joe Manchin,
Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle, the texter,
Yeah.
you and I,
Yeah,
and Boogie,
yeah, and Sarah Palin.
and Trump.
Yes. Joe Manchin. God dang.
Can you believe
No. What a. Ugh.
Now here's what we're fighting, Chris.
some of what they had. Here's some
because
of what they
I
have
wanted to show this one to show we're excited, women are excited, but are they?
Let's see.
And this just sounds like this is a very male chauvinist thing I'm showing right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this: women, you're your worst enemies.
Here's some of what they had to say to you about Vice President Kamala Harris.
Do you think that having Vice President Kamala Harris as the nominee
These are MAGA women who are boomers.
Donald Trump's odds of
Oh,
winning?
God.
I'm worried about it.
I think she's going to go for the minority and female and younger voters.
That's you.
Everybody's excited about her, and that scares me. You know, because Trump has to reconfigure where he's going and how they're going to outsmart her.
How do you perceive Vice President Harris compared to President Biden in terms of competency and experience?
I think she's worse. She doesn't even know what's going on at the border.
Right.
And that's what
She was supposed to be doing.
and in charge of. I mean, as a school teacher, if I did not do what I was supposed to be doing, you better believe my job would be in jeopardy. Well, it isn't. Not only was her job not in jeopardy, she was just handed a promotion.
Is there anyone that Kamala Harris could appoint as her vice president that you would find reassuring? Would make you consider voting for her?
No.
Never consider going for it. No.
I would do
not-
RFK Jr. way before her. Same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
And she's not the first woman to run for the presidency, Hillary Clinton. I'm assuming no one voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. So it's not necessarily going to sway you to vote for a woman in office. When do you think America will have a female president?
When there's a competent one.
I don't get a good feel for her.
I think she's an idiot.
Right.
Mary, why do you think that she's not that bright?
Because she hasn't done anything in the time that she's had.
Okay. These are 7 white women.
Yeah.
Old white women, boomers, and it's just this is the barrier to our change, folks. Mm-hmm. You think it's all white guys, but
Yeah.
okay? And it's so degrading the way they talk. They think she's stupid. I would like to remind everyone that when you were the vice president, your job is to be shut up and be stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We've all watched Veep.
Exactly. It's exactly Veep.
Yes.
One of the greatest vice presidents, or he was a terrible vice president. They called him a moron, and he became the president, the 33rd president, and now he's considered one of the greatest presidents that ever came from Independence, Missouri. Or actually, ever in history.
Ever. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't that way when he left office,
No.
but now,
No.
you know, with the benefit of history and hindsight, I see he
Lyndon-
was great.
Lyndon Johnson. Well, people don't like Bush. Biden was vice president. Oh, remember Biden was an idiot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the purpose of it. And I fell into the, what has she done? I don't know about her trap of the vice presidency
Oh, you did?
for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Why can't she be stronger? Because that's not the job.
Yeah. Yeah. Vice
We don't know
president should
anything
be
about her
neither
as far as
seen
her
nor
3 years
heard.
so far in the White House. She's not real smart. That's my opinion. It could be wrong.
How could you not be? Now, would you say this? I would say that that Trump is not very smart, but he's got to have some smarts. Mm-hmm. I mean, right?
He's got some shrewdness for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But would you be on national television? Oh, he's not that smart.
No.
J.D. Vance, you can't say he's not. He's cunning. He's a liar.
Yeah.
But smart. Saying he's not smart, it doesn't make sense.
If Vice President Kamala Harris wins the election, do you think that will be an honest result?
No one respects her.
That's the scary part right there at the end.
Yes.
They are not going to believe anything unless Trump wins. Did you hear his speech this weekend at the Christian place? He said, Christians, I need you to vote. I need you to get out there, Christians. I'm not Christian. I love Christians. That was a weird thing to say. And then he goes, but trust me, vote this time and you'll never have to vote again. In 4 more years, it'll all be fixed. You'll never need to vote. That's terrifying.
Yes.
That's chilling to hear. He is saying, I'm going to be a dictator. Now, the people on the right he's not saying that. He's just saying the country's going to be in such great shape in 4 years that nobody would ever need to go vote again. No. He wants to be a Putin.
Yes.
Scares me to death.
There is, I've already seen an Annie Harris ad that is pretty effective for me.
Yeah?
It makes me want to rethink her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is troubling.
Kamala Harris has already raised over $230 million since announcing her candidacy. But what do we know about who she's accepting the money from? For her re-election as prosecutor, Kamala Harris accepted $6,000 from Donald Trump, a man who was convicted on 34 felony counts and impeached as president twice. Can you really trust someone like Kamala Harris for president?
That's awesome.
Vote Donald Trump for president.
I mean, it's valid. It's a valid point.
It's fair. Yes, it's fair. And I love that she is leaning into the convicted felon. I feel like,
yes,
I don't know. Towards the end, after the debate, Biden got into that a little bit, but they're hammering it home.
So I'm excited more this week, but of course, the Republicans can always bring me down.
Oh,
this is from our own state. I'm going to play this ad, and it. Before I play it, I'm going to tell you, it breaks my heart.
Okay.
It breaks my heart as a person that spent 11 years in the Missouri General Assembly with really, I would say, for the most part, good people.
Mm-hmm. On both sides?
Yes.
Okay.
See how I did hesitate?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy is a Missouri state senator running for governor.
Mm-hmm.
And this is his ad in the Republican Party. This is how terrible the Republicans got, because you can't turn on TV without seeing a terrible Republican ad. You see another state senator, this Holly Reeder, who was a lobbyist when I was down there.
Okay.
She's talking like this, and they really exaggerating a country accent, and then shooting a gun because she's running. She's going to stop the border as lieutenant governor.
All of them are talking about cleaning up the border, and it's he's the most Trump Republican in Missouri.
Yeah. They're disgusting, and this, believe it or not, is the most disgusting thing.
I'm Bill Eigel. I'm running for governor to crack down on illegal immigration.
Stop there.
Yeah.
If you want to crack down, go join the goddamn Border Patrol or the Citizens Auxiliary Police. Okay? You don't run for governor. That's not a reason to run for governor.
No, of Missouri. No, it's not.
Douchebag. Okay. He has next to him a guy who looks Hispanic translating for him.
Yeah.
I'm Bill Eigel. I'm running for governor to crack down on illegal immigration.
Él es Bill Eigel y tomará medidas enérgicas contra la inmigración ilegal.
No more taxpayer handouts for illegals, period. Nada. Zilch. Zero.
That doesn't happen.
Oh.
There's no handouts that happen.
Wait, is he raising a false flag?
Más dinero, no más fiestas.
We're throwing them in jail and sending them back where they came from.
Ay, caramba.
Andre, arriba.
I guess this doesn't translate unless you speak Spanish a lot. But can you tell what we saw there, Chris?
Yeah, I can tell what we saw there. You have a gentleman that looks Hispanic doing the translating, and then he gets scared. Apparently, he's an illegal.
Yeah.
And I guess was hired to do this commercial with this guy. It's so
the fear,
tropish.
Look how happy they are with the fear.
Yes.
They want people to be afraid.
Yeah.
And what a douchebag. Any Republicans that be listening, and you go pull a Republican ballot, don't vote for this guy.
I mean, the guy might as well have been wearing a sombrero, and it's just so ick.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Yeah.
And so it was a nice, fun week, and it was exciting, and we're back to reality. Thanks for that one. Let's go and take our break. We can do our news quiz and then our other fun stuff.
Okay.
But we've been talking a long time. But thanks for indulging me, folks. Past week, next week is Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the Texter. We'll be back.
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. Your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Look for Starbucks coffee in a grocery store near you, then sit back and enjoy the exceptional taste of Starbucks at home.
Hi, this is Chickless Goose from Counterclockwise KC. Listen to our program each and every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality-driven radio.
Hi, guys. It's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio, reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app, but you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life. Do it the KCTK podcast way.
I'm excited to tell you about Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing. Blue cheese dressing with a little kick. Bronco Blue is an artisan-made salad dressing dip created in small batches. It is like no other salad dressing you've ever had, and it's made right here in Kansas City. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing is made by our favorite chef here in Kansas City, Stephanie Broncato. And Stephanie's been making this dressing since she was 10 years old. This is her secret recipe, and one of the only ones she won't share with you because it's that good. Bronco Blue is a small batch, artisan-made blue cheese dressing with only the finest ingredients, with no preservatives. It is like no other blue cheese dressing you've ever had. And you, folks, should try a jar today. You won't regret it. And you can get it by the pint or half pint, your choice. Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, the official dressing of KCTK Radio. Now, I want you to go right now to www.broncobluecheesedressing.com. Again, it's www.broncobluecheesedressing.com to place your order today. Get Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing with a little kick, and tell them that Bo, the official Bronco of Bronco Blue Cheese Dressing, sent you.
Welcome back to Past Week, Next Week with Chris and Paul, starring Boogie, introducing the Texter, and sometimes featuring Brian.
Hey, good job.
And, gosh, had to take a break because I was droning on and on because it's such a momentous week.
Huge week. I'll be curious on the news quiz if they're going to pull some other stuff that we just did not know about because we've been so much into the changes in the presidential race.
Slate being too cool for school, I know they're going to.
Yeah.
They
always try to get you.
But what we usually do on our breaks is we just kind of refill our coffee and take a breath. Maybe sometimes use the bathroom.
Sometimes if you have to, yeah.
But man, the overwhelming text I kept getting from everyone of where's the news quiz? Where's the news quiz?
Hey, I think our cameras are not on for whatever it's
Oh,
worth.
yeah,
We're
our
on the
cameras.
yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought people would be happy with that. There we go, folks. So I hope it's okay that we are going to get to the news quiz because people are like, what?
Yeah.
But I don't understand what's going on in the news. But it's okay.
Oh,
There's
okay,
that reassuring.
There we go. Yes.
Okay, I hope I have the right one here. Nope.
Oh.
We'll get to it though.
Yeah. It's a good thing we got a long sound bed here.
Just enjoy Newt Mulberry and his orchestra.
Was that Newt Mulberry?
Yeah.
Bill.
They do our background
Okay.
music, all of our background music, and they've done it since the 1950s for us.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not Phil Hendry. See how I just hesitated and tried to come up with a name. Thanks, Newt Hendry or Newt.
I thought that was pretty good.
Newt Mulberry.
Yeah, Newt Mulberry, Bill Witherby or Witherman.
Right. Okay, here we go with the Slate News Quiz, guys. It's here, and it's going to be fun. Here, come on.
Boy, they don't make it easy, do they?
No.
We got to work really hard to become humiliated at how bad we do at this.
We sure do. Chris,
You got to sign in or something?
Yeah, I got to sign in. So let me do that real quick.
Sure, no problem.
In the meantime, tell him something.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting to me the panic I'm sensing on the right now in Trump's camp. Like they had so much momentum with the assassination attempt. I'm not saying that was a good thing, but it made Trump look really good. Or he was able to pitch it as something very powerful for his campaign. And then the convention I didn't get, but I guess it drove a lot of enthusiasm with his base. And then the pick of J.D. Vance as the VP person, and that has not gone well.
Yeah.
The guy just seems to keep sticking his foot in his mouth with childless cat lady talk and then doubling down on that. And then the whole couch thing has sort of taken a life of its own.
I don't quite understand. I think it's not real, right?
Yeah, I think it's not real either. But the memes have just been so much fun. So and he's not come out and made a statement about it. And maybe that's the right thing to do, to just stay above the fray with something that ridiculous. But I'll say this, folks on the left are having fun with the memes on that one.
They're saying that he actually wrote that he fooled around or did something to a couch.
Something about, I don't know, so I'm talking out of school here, but something about he equated a couch with like sensual memories somehow. So I don't know what it was, but it's really turned into something, and people are having a lot of puns around it. I don't know if you've seen all that, but
Really?
yeah, I did not have sectional relations. You haven't seen that one?
No.
Oh, yeah. Sofa King, good. You remember that one, of course.
I don't remember that one either.
Oh, you don't? Yeah. Yeah. No, so I must have a different echo chamber than you do on my...
Well, there's some stuff that I was unable just to figure out. I couldn't figure that one out. And then I guess he did write that I guess this has been verified, that he did do a Google search on dolphins because he thought they were about dolphins having sex or something.
Yeah, dolphin porn.
Yeah.
It's interesting, too. So I just last weekend watched a drunk history about this dolphin experiment. I think it was back in the 60s. and they were trying to teach dolphins to communicate with humans. And apparently, this is historically accurate that this one male dolphin, his female handler, had to manually stimulate the dolphin to orgasm.
Oh my!
To get him to then focus on stuff. So, and I think there is a weird thing where dolphins get sexually excited around humans. So, and then he apparently Googled dolphin porn,
and he was excited by that somehow.
I don't know. You know, I don't want to take it too far because I just don't know. But
now I have heard that he is underwater when it comes to likability. Have you heard
yes, that he has a negative likability rating,
which they say like Trump had, Biden had, I think Harris has, but they don't remember anyone ever who just got
nominated or installed in that role. Yeah.
Right. So that is really...
He's definitely not a candidate that's going to help Trump reach out to people beyond his base, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I'm punting on the Slate News Quiz.
Okay. We gave it a shot, you know. So we're going to try the CNN quiz.
Yeah, let's do that real quick because we got to know what's going on in the world.
We owe it to the people.
I thought I signed up for the Slate News Quiz, but it's just not working out, folks. And somehow we'll survive. So, okay, question number 1. And this is the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, this is an Olympic-specific quiz.
Yeah, we care about that, but not really. And that's last week's. What is going on here?
What in the name of all that's holy?
Maybe they didn't do it this week.
Maybe they only did the Olympic one.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that a fine how do you do?
There you go. So that was the news quiz, folks. we got them all right again.
Yeah, we didn't miss any.
Yeah. And I'll have to figure that out. I always like the news quiz. It tells us a little about what's going on. But really, I mean, we did talk quite a bit about it.
We talked a lot about the news, yeah.
Yeah. Polls are... CNN tells us polls are only beginning to capture the new state of play in the race. That will be interesting. How older Democrats are responding to Harris replacing Biden.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. You know, the only kind of negative thing I heard this week was still from Jon Stewart. He's mad because of the way it was handled more than Harris. He thinks there could have been more openness of like a mini primary type thing.
Okay, gotcha.
But what I would have to tell him is that these people didn't want to do it.
When you say these people
are Gavin Newsom and Gretchen Whitmer and well, even Joe Manchin ended up not wanting. And that happens a lot in politics where you're like, yeah, I would like to run for president. Oh, there's a steamroll coming my way. I guess I won't get in the middle of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So,
that happens on every level of politics.
Yes, absolutely. Poor Patrick Searboy. But anyway.
My.
But it happens, and I think even really ambitious people, Pete Buttigieg, people like that are like, we got to beat Trump, man. We got to beat Trump.
Yeah, and I mean, Biden did it. Biden came out. He could have just said, I'm not going to run anymore and let the process play out. He came out with a strong endorsement, and that took momentum.
And isn't it great that the democracy was the Republicans all of a sudden care about democracy and the vote. Those people voted for Biden and now they have a chance.
Yeah,
he gets to decide if he runs or not. That's it.
I also hate how Tom Cotton did this too. They're calling it a coup. That's the language they keep using. A coup in the Democratic Party. I can't remember who it was I saw did call Tom Cotton out. Like, well, no, that's not a coup. An attempted coup is what happened on January 6th.
Right.
And
Here, you can talk a lot about the need to clean up the way we do things. I would start with the Electoral College, maybe even the fact that the primaries are party primaries, they're not real primaries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not like when you're on town council, there was a primary and then
a
the
general.
winners went to the general.
Right, but everybody could vote in the
Yes.
primary. It wasn't go by party.
These parties decide their nominees, and they've done an effective job over 150 years of locking other parties out.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a conversation that isn't right, but within the party, they've decided that we're going to go with Kamala Harris. That's the party did that, and the party decided that they were going to be with Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
The party decided they wanted Trump in 2020. They didn't even have primaries.
Right.
In the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Which I thought, how dare they, but
yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Yeah. So there you go.
It's a great time. Let's get you prepared for the next week. I don't know. People are really gonna be upset with it without the news quiz.
I know. It feels it's hollow a little bit.
Don't you feel like maybe it's Boogie and the texter's fault for? I feel like they took the news quiz from us.
Those jerks.
So let's go to headlines and predictions. We'll get you prepared for the next week.
It's the least we could do. All right, folks, this is where we take actual headlines or actual news stories ripped from the headlines and we write our own punchlines to them. So I'll start out and you'll see how this goes. The 2024 Summer Olympic Games got underway in Paris with an opening ceremony aimed at putting one of the world's most famous cities on display. For the first time in Summer Games history, the ceremony will be held outside of a stadium. Prior to the ceremony, many people were excited when Snoop Dogg was seen carrying the torch. But shocker, fake news, it was actually just as blunt. Paul?
I like Snoop Dogg.
I do too. He's awesome.
Thanks, Chris. The Trump campaign said it would not commit to any further presidential debates until the Democratic Party formally chooses a nominee. Vice President Kamala Harris said she's ready to debate former President Donald Trump, and earlier this week, Trump said he absolutely wants to debate Harris. The Biden and Trump campaigns had agreed to a debate hosted by ABC on September 10th, but it is unclear if it will go as planned. Fox News also proposed a debate between Trump and Harris on September 17th in Pennsylvania, the state where he received an injury to his ear and definitely will receive a bigger wound to his ego after the DEI candidate gets to debate him.
Well done.
Chris?
Well done.
Thank you.
Two alleged leaders of the Sinaloa Mexican drug cartel have been arrested in a sting operation in El Paso, Texas, Attorney General Merrick Garland said. Both face several charges for allegedly leading the cartel's criminal operations, including the trafficking of tens of thousands of pounds of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and fentanyl into the U.S., along with related violence. All of this has prompted gubernatorial candidate Bill Eigel to proclaim that neither of the arrested individuals will be receiving any benefits from the state of Missouri.
Wow.
Paul?
Brave.
That's tough.
Thanks, Chris. California Governor Gavin Newsom issued an executive order directing officials in the state to start removing homeless encampments. The order calls on state officials to adopt humane and dignified policies to urgently address encampments on state property. But homeless advocates are expressing concern over the order's potential impact on thousands of people remain on a wait list for state-funded housing. In related news, Boogie has announced there is still plenty of room under the Warno Boulevard Bridge. Chris?
Nice. Thanks, Paul. The local government of an area of Japan has passed an ordinance requiring residents to laugh at least once every day to promote better physical and mental health. The ordinance encourages residents of the Yamagata Prefecture to snicker, chortle, or guffaw daily and ask businesses to develop a workplace environment that is filled with laughter. The 8th day of every month has also been designated as the day for residents to promote health through laughter. The initiative is a result of research that has linked laughter to better health and increased longevity, as well as a recent finding that many of the area's residents are regular listeners to Past Week Next Week, so the government knew they had to intervene. Paul?
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, you like that one.
And finally, a man has caught trying to smuggle more than 100 live snakes into China by stuffing them into his pants. Custom officers intercepted the man traveling from a checkpoint between Hong Kong and mainland China. During inspection, he was found to have 6 drawstring bags sealed with tape in the pockets of his pants, each containing a number of live snakes in various shapes and colors, authorities said. A total of 100 snakes were found in the guy's pants, who tried to defend himself by saying that's well less than the number of snakes that are GOP members in Congress.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to go a
Yeah.
different direction with that.
You thought I was going to go with, are you happy to see me?
Yes, I thought it would be some variation of that.
And I was going to go, that was my immediate thought. I was going to go for it. And I thought, no, challenge yourself a little bit.
There
Paul.
you go.
Challenge yourself.
I thought you were going to zig and you zagged.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think this group of 6 jokes were competent.
Competent is maybe a good word for them. Yeah.
I also would say not our worst.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
So there we go.
Yeah. Not our worst.
So those of you that hung on for a while, thanks for doing that because it wasn't our worst.
Yeah.
Chris, you have a week coming up.
Boy, do I.
A lot of people want to know what's going on with your week, but people also, even though they're not here, they want to know what's going on with Boogie and Texas Week. Can you speculate a little bit? If you were in their shoes, what would you be doing?
You know, if I was Boogie, I'd probably be going to Tampa.
Right.
Yeah. And there would probably be some football things in my future, I'm guessing.
Let me try. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, suckers? I'm driving to Alaska University in Anchorage. And then the next day I got to go to Key West, Florida. And then I got to go to...
This is kind of variation of your joke earlier.
Yes, yeah.
then I got to go to...
Where's something?
Maine.
Maine, there you go.
And the football player has a full ride where they're even going to be paying millions of dollars to him if he goes to KU, but he doesn't want to. So I'll be driving to Washington State.
I'm telling you. Yeah. I'll tell you, Boogie puts some miles on his vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's what
Now,
Boogie has going on.
Okay, so what would you think that the texters got going on? Would you like to? I
Yeah.
mean, I did a good job there. I mean, you started it, but
I think the texter probably has a lot of topics to bring up that are not related to whatever anyone else is talking about, and that may or may not be true, if I had to guess.
What about sometimes featuring Brian? What do you think he has to say?
I think he has some soft-spoken funnies to throw in every once in a while, and primarily just sitting in his chair.
Do you think he's excited about the movie Twister, or do you think it's too real to him?
I think it's too soon.
Okay.
I think Twisters is too soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to go see that?
Nah, I'll probably wait. I might watch it on streaming. I did like the first one.
Hey, when's the last time you've been to the movie theaters?
Man, it's been a while. I can't even remember what the last movie was that I saw.
It's so exciting. There is I went yesterday and I saw some of the previews.
Yeah.
Here's some of the previews that are coming up.
Okay.
It's exciting. New, exciting creativity from, our culture in America is really what makes us great.
Right.
We've transformed the world with our culture. So we got a new movie that's called Gladiators. And we have one that's called Beetlejuice that's coming up.
Oh.
God, I can't remember the other ones.
Are they all remakes?
All remakes or redos or whatever it may be.
Man, that is
I can't
crazy.
even. What was the other one? Dang it, I can't remember right now. But they were all of them were just. Oh, they're doing a new Lion King. It's about the king. The king that died about when he was a cub.
Oh, okay. Like an origin story.
Yeah. Of Mustafa.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like the only original content is in streaming now. It's maybe the studios think that's how we're going to get people in the theater is
It must
retreads of something they have an attachment to already.
And when you're next to the Droosh,
Hey, you got to admire the Droosh's enthusiasm.
do I?
Yeah, Drooshiasm is what I call
He also said he's high as fuck. So when you go see the movie, see if there's any new things that are coming. Oh, there's a movie. I gotta give it this. It's called Badlands. It has Kevin Hart, as most movies do.
He is in a lot of late.
And I got a strong shh from the Droosh when they were doing it, and I said, "Is this the Guardians of the Guardians?" That's what it looked like to me.
Oh,
It wasn't.
Oh, but because he was so into the preview.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it a superhero thing?
Space superheroes.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe if I go see it today, maybe it'll be there, and I'll try to pay attention.
Yeah.
Since I won't have you next to me distracting me.
Yeah,
from the preview.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
because also I killed with O filming. I mean, I killed with it. It's a classic.
I'll never forget O filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also was not killing with. Did they already have a Gladiator movie? Isn't there already The Lion King like that?
Oh, you were okay.
I was that guy.
You were not killing with that.
No.
Huh? Yeah.
And usually my cohorts find it a little amusing. They did not at all.
Oh, wow. How'd that make you feel?
Typical.
Okay.
My typical life.
Yeah.
So we're caught up with Boogie. We're caught up with the Dexter. What do you got going on for next week?
Dude, I don't think I have a ding dang thing. I'm gonna quickly pull up my calendar here to see if I'm missing anything, but let me take a look. See. Yeah, I'm gonna call and see about getting into the eye doctor.
Oh,
so
nice.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's I don't got jack squat going on this week.
That's all I am too, except I do have a haircut coming up.
Oh, that's fun.
My hair's unruly, Chris.
I think it looks good. It's a little higher in front, but I think it's a nice look.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had the type of hair. I know you were saying you could stop there for you.
Yeah.
But I wish I could do something like a Conan O'Brien has a unique haircut.
Yes.
Which I always thought was kind of dumb, but I kind of wish I had something like that now.
But you're kind of trending toward Conan with what you got going on right now.
I know people go, "Hey, Conan." No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not Conan.
Yeah. You're not a ginger.
No, yeah. So I have absolutely nothing. I got the haircut, as I mentioned. We're all excited about that.
That's big.
August is coming.
Sure.
And that is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Why is time going faster than it used to?
Well, because when you were younger, 1 year was a much larger percentage of your life.
Okay.
To that point. Now a year, I mean, it's like 1/56th of your life. It's a small little thing, so it goes by quicker. It's your perspective that's changed.
I'm looking at my calendar.
Uh-huh.
Haircut. That's it.
In August?
No, just next week.
Oh, yeah.
There's no work thing. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I got a lot of work stuff going on.
Looks like next Sunday I do have a pass week next week. So that's exciting. Maybe next week. You know what I'm going to spend my time on since I have a little free time?
What's that?
It's called the news quiz. I'm going to get the news quiz.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Ready to go, and all ready to go for everybody. But that's the show. And
let's hope we have Boogie and the Texter next week.
I think we will. Let's make it a program where we coast and just hear what they have to say.
Sure.
You know, typical. So here we go, folks. Do you want to go ahead and?
Yeah, I want to take us out. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to Past Week Next Week with Chris and Paul. Since you love the program, please rate and review the podcast on your favorite podcast distributor. We'd love to hear from you, and you can contact us at 913-735-0060 and join the Past Week Next Week Facebook page. On behalf of Paul, I'm Chris saying goodbye.
And on behalf of Chris, I have two things to tell you. First, those of you listening on the podcast at the very beginning when it sounded like we just started.
Yeah.
We did because we lost the first part of it.
Oh,
you're not going
bummer.
crazy.
Bummer.
And we're going to play a song called This Head I Hold. It's a cover. I don't know who they're covering, but it is a artist by the name of Megan LaVota.
What?
And she is...
They call me a little girl.
She turns 30 years old tomorrow.
Aw. Well, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is I'm without. Guess
Now, why does it say 12 years old there?
12 years ago she made that.
Oh, 12 years ago. Okay.
I was fully consumed.
That Megan LaVota can sing, man.
Yeah.
All of the plastic product shows.
Now, does this song, in its meaning, also relate to the next week, or is it just...
No,
that-
just
I gotcha.
honor Meg. We're going to have... I made my famous carrot cake for her.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have pasta today.
Oh, that sounds great.
Sure.
So you're celebrating today,
Yes.
her birthday.
Yeah.
Well, happy early birthday, Megan. That's crazy. I still remember when you called me and told me that Nancy was pregnant. You were fairly certain it was yours and it was Megan. And wow, 30 years ago. Talk about time.
Were
going
you
by
concerned
fast. About
me being a father?
No, I knew you'd do a great job.
Wow.
And let me say this too.
I didn't.
I think you're a fantastic girl dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've leaned into it because that's all I have. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And you've done a heck of a job and you've got two awesome kids. And yeah, you should be really proud.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not for anything you've
You
done,
too.
but for your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
And so do you.
Indeed, I do. Yes. Now, is she still recording music and stuff?
Not as much as she used to.
Okay.
I'm trying to find on the other computer. My fear is it's going to end up being another news quiz, but another really good song she did. We're going to go and try to find it, Chris, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego.
That wasn't her. That was not.
That was not Megan.
You know, here's a little.
Sounded like Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, here's a little extra for you guys. If I can get the computer going. My gosh, why is it doing this to me? Have I ever played this for you before?
I'll let you know.
Okay. Have I?
Let's see. Dead Air? Yes, you have played that for me before.
Hi. So yesterday I ordered a new birth certificate, not the online birth certificate that I ordered with Tilwinski on it. However, I did order a birth certificate from the federal government, and it's just a plain birth certificate. It doesn't reflect anything, but I have a suit versus Social Security because my mother's maiden name was associated with Tilwinski, and I have never been to Schenectady, and so that's what they were doing. And so, you know, people have been, I was chased with a baseball bat, and I was beaten in, you know, in gas stations, and, you know, Francis Ford Coppola's redhead and Pauly Shore's transvestite brought on the, you know, horrific things
What
in
is this?
Florida, their behavior and the people that they invited in trying to get into Hollywood was just out of this world. So, you know, speaking in terms of blacklisting and direction, I believe I've said enough. And my identification and my driver's license are both out of the state of Florida. And so
Who is this?
I hope that you filed restraining orders, vicinity restraining orders versus...
It's just a distant member of my family who calls every 3 months in rambles.
To you?
Yes.
Was there an ask in there for you?
No.
What
No.
did Francis Ford Coppola and Pauly Shore have to do with anything?
You know what they did. Here's another song I found by Megan.
Oh, okay.
In the stillness of
This sounds like live theater.
Behind me that might happen to catch a gentleman's eye, and he might smile and take me by the hand.
What's this from?
Some musical.
Man, that kid performs, doesn't she?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Cold and lovely love can be, and so I will.
She's got such a great voice, and I admire that she can use it with the improv as well as like performances like this.
Shining in my heart as he might notice me.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavola. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.